All right, so look, if your job really cared about you, they would pay you a livable wage. That's it. That's the whole test. Not pizza parties, not we're all the family here, not free donuts on Friday morning, but money, cash, dinero, enough to live without choosing between rent and food, enough to take care of yourself without drowning in debt. If they cared, they would prove it in your paycheck. See, these jobs, they love gestures. They love balloons, slogans, team huddles, potlucks. They love telling you how important you are while quietly cutting your hours to save payroll. They'll throw you a cookout for Employee Appreciation Week, but they won't give you a raise that covers inflation. They'll hand you a certificate for outstanding performance, but they won't pay you enough to afford the apartment that you're going home to. And the wildest part, the craziest part of this whole thing is they act like those crumbs should keep you happy. Like a slice of cold pizza in the break room is gonna make up for the fact that you are one paycheck away from eviction. If they cared, they wouldn't need to bribe you with cheap tokens. They'd give you what every human being needs, a wage that lets you live. And these jobs love to call themselves family. But what kind of family lets you starve? What kind of family tells you, we value you, then turns around and pays you so little that you can't even afford healthy groceries? What kind of family squeezes every last drop of energy out of you, then looks shocked when you're burned out or when you're broke down? They call it family because they want to blur the line. Because if they can make you feel guilty, if they can make you feel obligated, you'll give them more than you should for less than you deserve. But if they cared, they would prove it in the wage, not in empty words. And here's the part that nobody in management will say out loud. They know exactly what you're worth. They run the numbers every day. They calculate profits down to the decimal. They know what comes in, what goes out, and what's left over. And still, they choose not to pay you enough to survive, because the game is this: the less they pay you, the more they keep for themselves. Your exhaustion funds their vacations. Your missed meals fund their bonuses. Your years of loyalty fund the stock market buybacks that make them rich. If they cared, they wouldn't use your struggle to fuel their luxury. And when you finally say, I can't live like this, when you ask for a raise, they flip it on you. Suddenly, you're entitled. Suddenly, you don't understand how business works. Suddenly, you should just be grateful to even have a job. That's not care. That's gaslighting. They make you believe you're the problem, that you just need to budget better, that you just need to hustle harder, and if you can't make it work on scraps, then there's something wrong with you. But here's the truth. If your wages do not meet the cost of survival, your job is the one failing you, not the other way around. So forget the slogans, forget the parties, forget the speeches. If your job really cared, they would pay you enough to cover the basics without you having to overextend yourself to get it. You shouldn't be unaliving yourself working so hard to get the basic needs of survival. If your job really cared, you wouldn't have to work 50, 60, 70 hours a week just to make ends meet, just to scrape by. If your job really cared, you wouldn't need 2 jobs to afford 1 roof. If your job really cared, they wouldn't make you choose between medicine and groceries. The only proof that matters is the paycheck. The only proof that matters is the wage. And until they're paying people enough to live, not just survive, don't believe the lie that your job cares about you. Because if they cared, you wouldn't just be surviving, you would be living.